if you're watching this at the beginning of this video, I just wanted to give a quick little warning that there's a little brief period of filming where we have real shitty audio. There's a little mishap, whatever, doesn't matter. It'll pick up towards the end of this episode. But
hopefully Jasmine will have a timestamp for that.
But hopefully there is. I will put it in the caption because there's probably about like 50 minutes of.
We always fuck up the guest interview.
There has to be something that goes wrong with the guest episode, and unfortunately this time it's the audio, so it's not going to be clear like this, but you will hear stuff. So just a little warning.
Want to run them by what we talked about?
Yeah. So we talked about the tournament, going from the champs, how we felt about the tournament, how it went. And then we spoke about Amanda's past, football, present, when she started, how she got started, and all that good stuff. And we also touched on the Rivals, which is a 5v5 flag team that Amanda plays on, traveling team, phenomenal, talented girls that is fucking killing it on Instagram.
Stay tuned and you'll hear what Amanda's nickname is.
Welcome back to the Double Outs podcast, and as you can see here, we have a very special guest. Welcome Amanda to the podcast.
Hey everyone.
Okay, so Joe's gonna get into, if you don't know who Amanda is, I don't think you play TFONT, or I don't think you're involved in any football league. Wherever football is, Amanda is, but I'm gonna give Joe the opportunity to do a little background, questions.
So for whoever doesn't know, Amanda plays quarterback for the Vixens and TFONT, national champion multiple times.
Yep.
And currently plays for Rival Flag. So quickly, because we don't want to waste too much time on this, just give everybody kind of like your football background, because everyone doesn't know how old you really are.
You don't need to know how old I am.
How long you've actually been playing, and like where you started to like kind of now as I guess TFONT. I don't know.
Yeah, so actually I started off as a flag player. So I started off in Mississauga, MWFFL, Mississauga Flag, Women's Flag Football League. So I actually started playing because of my aunt. So my aunt played football for a long time. She was trying to recruit me to her team. Mm-hmm. And so the first team I ever played on was Valkyrie. And so the year that I went to go play, her and half of her team actually got pregnant. So they picked up me, I was 19, and they picked up a bunch of girls that played in high school. They just had graduated. So they wanted to come back the next season, and so there's all these young girls now. Yeah. So that's actually how Vixens started. So Vixens started, one of the girls helped us start the team. Her name was Karen Horan. So
you were 19 when Vixens started?
Well, I was 19 when I started playing.
When you started playing?
Oh, yeah. So
that's the first time you played like organized football?
That's the first time ever. Yeah, so I was 19 years old. And then I actually, I met Alicia, actually. So I met Alicia, I was working with her at the Ramada, and she told me she played all these sports, and I was like, you don't play football? And she was like, yeah. So then she actually came to the team. So the first time we started Vixens, like me and her, the original Vixens, essentially.
That's so you guys are still on Vixens.
Yeah. So we played in flag, and then eventually, like years later, decided to do TFONT. And then I started playing TFONT when I was maybe 21, I'm going to say. Okay. And Steve Morrell recruited me. So my first TFONT team was Rockets.
That's what I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. So funny thing though is I wasn't actually a quarterback. Okay. So I was a receiver. I played rusher. Okay. Glimpses of defense here and there, but our quarterback didn't show up one day in flag, and then so they put me in.
Just like that.
They're like, you can throw a spiral. You're fast.
You're good.
Go in, and then I ended up being better than her.
That's
so wow.
You cut her out?
No, this is flag. This is Vixen's flag.
Okay.
So I wasn't the quarterback, and so then the coach started putting me in more, and then just eventually just transitioned.
Phased out.
Just transitioned me over, and then Steve saw me playing and recruited me, and I was like, Alicia, some weird guy keeps reaching out to me.
Yeah. Some guy.
I'm like, I don't want to go by myself to this league. I don't know him. Like, I'm 21. And so I brought Alicia out, and then we both started playing on the Rockets.
So you guys started playing TFONT at the same time?
I brought Alicia out to TFONT.
Oh, shit. I thought she had already
So hold on. And then from there,
no.
Did she ride out Rockets that whole time?
Yeah.
That's
wild.
yeah.
She was loyal to the Rockets for a long time. Man.
She was. Yeah. And you know what? Like, Rockets was a good team. I played there for 3 years. Mouse was the quarterback.
Yes.
I actually did halfback, played receiver, played rusher. And then, honestly, Flutie, one of her many retirements, decided to retire, and then Kevin asked me to come to the Storm.
Okay, so let's just can I slow? Whoa! I gotta slow it down. So I do remember you being on the Storm. That's when I first started. But let's just rewind. I just want to get an idea and give everybody an idea. 100%.
Oh wow.
In TFONT.
In TFONT.
Yeah.
Joe's been playing since TFONT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, I just lost my. Oh yeah. Okay. Rockets. What kind of team was it? Like, was it AA? Because back then, I'm assuming there's way more teams. So kind of give a picture of then and like where that team was, just to give us an idea of like what.
I would say they teetered AA to A.
Oh, still.
Yeah, still.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were still like, you know what though? There was like, it all depends who entered, right?
Okay.
Because then the Quebec teams were playing,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So that made a difference.
Exactly.
There were a lot more Ottawa teams, like, so it was just. I remember at one point there was 24 women's teams. I'd go to a tournament, 24 women's teams.
Who was the best?
Wild.
Who can you remember was the best team then? Was it
Quebec?
FDL.
Okay.
Ottawa, what were they called?
FDL
Devils at one
League.
point
I
had a
remember the
stint.
Devils. Yeah.
But FDL was like the team
Okay.
for the longest
Okay.
time. They were dominant
For
for a
those
long
that may
time.
not know, FDL is a Quebec team. They're Florida Elite. Fucking just
Yeah.
an unreal team.
Yeah. No, and honestly, if FDL was still here, I think they would be the number one.
100%. Yeah.
Like, they were.
Are they still a
I
team?
think I would like the last time they came out, they didn't look good, but I feel like the Rebels, like at one point the Rebels were actually playing them head to head, and I don't know,
I remember.
but it was close. But
So I was there on the Rebels because I played Rebels
Yeah,
for
yeah,
1 year,
yeah.
and we were. It was
Yeah.
close games,
Yeah.
but we didn't beat them.
okay.
Yeah.
But
I
it was close.
and I don't think the Rebels won the Nationals when they were
No.
in either. So
What
That is
is it
what
about
it is.
that team? Like, do they train?
You,
Like, do you know about
so the
them?
Quebec girls, I find they start playing a lot younger,
Okay.
right? So they're playing like in grade school. They are just so textbook. They don't drop balls.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're so I
You
don't
know
know
what it is?
what.
They're I hate to say it. It's not even a diss. It is what it is. Like, they're football players. Like, you could tell when somebody enters the league and they actually play football.
Yeah.
To opposed to like someone that's a soccer player or a basketball player,
You're
and
right.
they're adjusting. Like,
Yeah.
they know
They-
how
like,
to play.
they
They
play
their mannerisms, their routes, like
Yeah.
everything you could tell. They play football.
Football is their number one sport.
Yes.
I find TFONT, it's like, oh, you got a basketball player, you got a hockey player, you got a soccer player, right?
It's similar to this sport. So,
Right,
like,
and
I'm
you
playing
transition, right? So,
for
like,
sure.
Like I played lacrosse and I played volleyball, like,
And then became
and then
quarterback.
became right,
Yeah.
like,
True.
That's true.
But
It's
which
not-
is changing. It seems like it's changing. It seems like people are playing a lot more in Ontario.
Well,
so-
flag is a lot better for like younger kids, so they can start
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more leagues, which is unreal. That's exciting.
Okay, so
So then you
Storm.
went to
How do you get Storm? Dawkins just.
So
how,
he
what,
was-
how would he? How did he? I want to hear that. I want to.
So-
I want to hear this play.
4 years.
4 years on
It's
Storm.
like,
Yeah.
fuck, Steve,
Yeah,
I'm
4 years.
stealing your
No,
quarterback.
like there wasn't even because I wasn't the quarterback.
Oh yeah.
I was
they had
I was a
Flutie.
receiver.
They had Flutie.
Flutie was the quarterback on
And Flutie
Storm.
was nasty
Mouse
back
was the
then.
quarterback on Rockets. And honestly, because I was going now back and forth, like flag I was playing quarterback, TFONT I was playing receiver. I actually like the quarterback position more.
You do.
So I just like it, like it's more
You like-
analytical,
you like
it's more
control. You like
thinking.
control, it's fine.
You know my nickname's Demanda, right?
That's facts. That's facts.
No, I think it's more like just it's analytical. I'm an analytical person and I like to think, and it's more exciting
Okay.
as opposed to like running routes.
That's gonna be
Fair
in
enough.
your
So
direction.
anyway, so Kevin said, "Hey, we'll give you a shot if you want to try playing quarterback." And I was like, "All right." And so I went
That's
there.
less.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you played quarterback on Storm.
But but like I always wondered this when people were like told that, I'd be like, well, Flutie's there, so
No, she was retiring.
She said it was
He
one,
said-
one of her.
so
One of
basically
her retirements.
It
It was one of her
Flutie's
retirements.
first retirement was 15 years ago. That is crazy. That is insane.
Well,
Anyways.
she went and started like I think like a B team with her friend.
Yeah,
So she
okay.
was like retiring from like
Yeah.
competitive.
No, I know,
and then like
I know you mean.
went
She
and
just wanted to play
started.
Yeah.
leisure, like,
A
for
team.
fun,
That's-
like,
See,
Yeah.
that's the biggest. That's what I realized. That's the biggest mistake people make. They try to retire and go lower. For me, Nah.
No.
I'm retiring on KI bench. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not playing more than 2 to 3
You know what I
games.
think it is? Like, she played at such a high level, and then to probably go down was probably very frustrating.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I never asked her about it, but I would imagine it was very
for sure.
I ended up I played with her a lot in dog sports contact.
Okay.
So I used to go down and play contact in Tampa
Florida,
and Ohio and all of that, and so I actually worked with her a lot, and so, like, I think probably just frustrations. And eventually she came back, right?
Yeah. She did for a while.
That's hilarious.
She did indeed.
That is hilarious.
So then
For sure.
after Storm, was it Vixens? Or was it
Lady KI?
Oh fuck! I forgot. That, so I joined TFONT when Lady K.
Yeah, because you were on the was that
Panthers. She's on the
Panthers.
I was on the
Because
Panthers.
we kind of started like a B team
Yes.
in the last year.
Yes,
I
yes,
think.
yes.
Yeah,
Because
because your
I was
cousin was it your cousin, or your cousin played with us.
Yo,
Oh,
Jazz's memory.
Oh yes, yeah.
What's
What's her name? Oh my god.
Because it was Stacy's sister. Oh my god.
You
Yo,
don't know your
I
cousin's
gotta do
name?
a segment just in Jasmine does not remember.
How do you not know your cousin's
Literally
name?
Auntie Ellen's daughter.
She's like, yo, Jasmine, what's your middle name? She's like,
was
yo.
Oh my
was
God.
it your real cousin?
No, they're not blood.
Okay.
But like my uncle Heath, like
We're gonna
I
have to
call
cut
him- I
this.
call him-
You don't even know your own cousin's name.
Remember Heath?
Yeah, because he helped her last week.
Oh, okay, I
Daughter.
get it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What the fuck is her
It's
name?
it's from your dad's side. That's all you gotta say.
Well, my dad's friend. He's not my actual uncle.
You know, I get it.
But yeah,
I
from
get it.
my dad's side. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
I'm drawing a blank too.
Anyways, Lady KI, I do remember those.
Yes.
Those were the good old days. That's what I would call
Yeah.
those times. Those were the fucking good days. But okay, so
Yeah, Lady KI, 3 years I think the team lasted. You know what? I think if that team stayed together, we would have been dominating. We were starting to dominate in our last
it
year.
actually still pisses me off that didn't stay together.
Yeah.
Because you guys
we were
playing
beating
well.
teams.
I
Like
know.
we were beating Rebels.
Yeah.
So
That's fucked.
and our last year I think we beat them every time we played them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Just think about that. And now you guys are all split up everywhere in fucking 5 different teams and battling each other. You guys are idiots.
Hey,
It's just actually
shut
funny.
the
Like, I
fuck
wish
up.
I actually had a picture. Hopefully, we can find a picture of these teams that we're mentioning, so just people can get an idea.
Oh, I could probably send you guys
Yeah,
some
that'd be
pictures of
sick.
like
that'd
the
be
teams.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See who was
Um,
where. So, Lady Ki was when I was on Panthers. The last year of Lady Ki.
Yeah.
So, yo, hold on. Let's get messy for 3 seconds, because, yo. This is my shit.
We can.
This is my shit.
I don't know that I like messy.
Nah, we're here. We're here.
Sometimes.
We're here. It's not even messy. It's just keeping it real. People don't like.
Yeah.
You gotta speak the real. It's facts. Like, it doesn't matter. And
Just
also,
get into
we're talking about like 10 years ago. It doesn't even matter.
Wow, don't.
But this is what I remember from my memory. I'll say it. You could confirm or deny. But I just feel like at that time you were on the storm. And I remember it was you and Donna.
Yeah.
So you remember that. So
Yeah.
So you guys, and then like it seemed like it was a splitting time situation.
Yeah. We were splitting time.
And
Wait, pause.
you want
Pause. She played. So I texted my mom saying, "What's Auntie Ellen's
Oh,
daughter's name?"
Arlene.
She said Arlene. She played Lady Ki.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck.
There you
My
go.
mom's memory is better than mine. My bad. Go ahead.
So what happened there? Okay, so whatever. Okay, fine.
Like, let's be honest. I like playing quarterback. I didn't want to split time.
That's all.
Delroy
That's what I'm asking.
He's
Yeah.
my father-in-law,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
approached me and he's like, "Hey, I have a bunch of girls. Do you want
Yeah.
to start a team?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, honestly, simple.
That's
No, simple.
That's what
That's
happened.
yeah,
That's
because
it,
it was
that's
sort
it,
of becoming sort of like a situation like Rockets, I guess, like with like Wade and Olivia, like where
Oh,
they're
wow.
splitting time. No,
I like
seriously,
it, I like
seriously,
Let's
it
start-
was kind of
stir
like
it up,
that.
Stir it up.
I'm shaking my head
Stir it up,
yeah, and I'm
stir it
like,
up.
wait,
And
wait, wait.
honestly, like we had a good thing.
You're so stupid. Boxing bell.
We had a good thing going, but honestly, I just for my development and wanting to continue to get better, I need full-time reps, right?
Facts.
So,
That's fair.
like I said, and Delroy approached me. He's my father-in-law. and I
So
was like,
I just wanted to get
Yeah,
an
yeah,
idea
yeah.
of how you got there. So, anyways, because we're taking this story is taking a long. But I don't care. It's interesting. This is where you get the good stories.
yeah.
So Lady Ki, and that's when like we kind of like got our team together at that time. So
That
we
was
were kinda
fun.
hot. Those
That
were-
was a lot of fun with KI and Lady KI. It was a good
fucking
time.
Great times.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember, like, some of the deli blow-ups were, classic deli blow-ups. I think I have to talk about it. It's too funny. I don't care. I think it was one time you guys were in provincials.
I think I know exactly what story you're talking about.
Oh, fuck.
I can't fucking talk.
We were a young team, and we liked to drink, and everyone got really drunk that night.
Oh,
Is that the one?
No,
that's
national. That's national.
No, but the day we came and then Delaware got really mad at everyone.
I don't really know. I'm talking about the time he got kicked out of the game or whatever. He must have been cussing. He was cussing. I just remember the boss right here all the way back. I'm like, I remember I come to the sideline, yeah, and then like shit would go bad, and I'd be like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. It's crazy, but no, that team was actually sick. And
penalty. Ball's bouncing back. Fuck.
Oh, good old times. Anyways.
So.
Yeah.
So then Lady KI, shit blew up.
Yeah,
just
what happened?
Classic women. Classic women shit, I think.
I think it
was
like
trauma.
No, I think it also partly like some people couldn't deal with the yelling.
Fair enough.
Like they couldn't deal with the yelling. Love Delray.
He was a different coach then.
Amazing.
Different coach then.
Defensive guy, very smart. Even just coach in general, very smart, knows football, but like a lot of the guys.
Everyone knows.
Didn't like
Delray.
Listen.
Yeah, that's fair.
I couldn't fucking deal with that shit. So I can only imagine for a woman, especially a young woman at that time, what it was like. There's times I was like, yo, fuck this guy. Oh, fuck this guy up. I was not like, I can't fuck him.
You will not fuck him.
But one of those ones like, yo, fuck him. I'll fight him anyways.
I'll fight him anyways.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. Like, yo, but like, he knows what the fuck he's talking about. So like that kind of, that's what made us good. Because like, as long as you can get past that, he's going to make you a great player.
Right.
But unfortunately, not everybody can handle that.
Right, and I don't think some of the girls could get past it, unfortunately, and it is what it is, and so I think like half of the girls were like, I'm gonna leave because of the yelling and all this stuff, and then it was sort of like we had to make a decision, like, are we gonna try and scrap together like new players, and people were like, I don't know, and so a bunch of us actually left and went to Rebels for a year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's when Jasmine came along. She doesn't remember that.
Yeah. We pulled Jasmine from Panthers.
Reminder.
Yeah. And then a bunch of us went to Rebels for the year.
Yeah, I went for the year. Was that
We
the
won a
Edmonton year?
national.
I was like, that was the Edmonton year, but we won nationals.
And it snowed. It snowed, yeah.
That's the only time I can say champ, national champ.
That was
That
the
is-
champ. It
The
doesn't
1
matter.
year doesn't matter. The 1 year.
That is probably the 1 year that I don't want to ever remember.
Oh, the Trojans won?
Yeah, that's
I remember that.
disgusting. Disgusting.
And then
Anyways.
I left after that, obviously, to the Vixens.
Yeah. And then we started the Vixens.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
like, you were the starter, right? So, like, you're trying to throw. So, I guess that's kind of part of the same thing.
Yeah. Like, let's be honest, I'm a better quarterback than I am receiver. So I would rather do that. And honestly, if I have a skill, why not go and play? And you know what I mean? I could field a new team.
The
right.
league needs more quarterbacks.
Exactly.
So you need more teams, you need
Right.
more quarterbacks.
Like,
I mean, I'm by no means a good quarterback, but when I played the one game that I played, I was like, I think I would like to
It's
learn.
fun.
I would actually
It's fun.
like to learn. No, it was actually,
Yeah.
it was a completely
Actually, I think
different
that's a
game on the
learning
field.
lesson, though. We have to think about this. You played one game. It was great. Then you went and decided to go play receiver. And then...
Destroyed my knee.
So God's
Yeah.
telling you something.
Yeah, I need to be a pocket quarterback.
Yeah, it's a stay
Well,
in the pocket.
honestly, the last couple of years, I've been injured, like chronic back and forth, ankle, knee, different things bugging me. And I've been saved because I'm a quarterback. I could just sit there and throw.
Like, actually, I could probably
Like-
still throw a ball with an ACL torn. Like,
For sure.
right?
Easily.
Might not get the same power though.
100%.
You need your legs.
Yeah,
but
100%. And I will have, every once in a while, have to run, like, whatever, but I actually had a lot of fucking fun playing quarterback. I know it was
We need more quarterbacks.
a more chill league, but I see why you love it. Like,
If you ever
it
want to
was
learn,
so-
I can teach you.
I would happily learn, like, actually learn how to be a quarterback, because I just played the game, I just fucking just did it. Like, I never got taught anything, but I see why you love it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
All right, so you went to Vixens, and now we're here. So, you won nationals. Congrats. 'Cause
Thank you.
Actually, we won the same year. So
Oh, yeah.
cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Where are we at, Jasmine? That's the catch up.
Yeah, that's the catch up. We're here on Vixens. we can skip all the way forward to the tournament that we just had.
Yeah, let's get to it.
First tournament of the year.
Yes.
Brampton. So, we just had Brampton tournament, and there was a lot of speculation going into the tournament. A lot of different teams. A lot of the same teams, different players. With high expectations.
A lot of high expectations. We gotta talk about that.
Matt plugging mic in.
Because we dropped the power rankings.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see the power rankings.
Oh my God.
So listen.
What did you rank us as?
Fourth. Yeah.
I mean, right where you slotted, right where you got it.
But yeah, I went Rebels.
But it was funny
Rockets,
because when we did it, Laura Lee was like, the math ain't mathin' type of thing. And we're like, what?
Yeah,
What's
she
going
wasn't
on?
happy.
But she didn't back up her statement. So, I mean, luckily for her, she kept it quiet. But
Laura's not playing this year, though.
No way?
No.
She's lazy. She doesn't watch, but hopefully we clip that up and send it to her.
Send it to her directly.
No, so, I don't know where you want to talk first, because I got opinions on everything right now.
Let's talk about going into the tournament. What did you expect from the Vixens going in?
I lowered my expectations because we have 9 new players.
9?
9 new players. So half of our team is new. We weren't able to get like a practice together.
Okay.
And a lot of those new players are like new. They're like, we have 17 and 18-year-olds on our team now. So
that is young.
I think again, I'm lowering expectations. We have to teach the girls, but there's a ton of potential. Like these girls are fast. They can run routes. Like they're good. So
That's good.
I think by the end of the season, I think we're gonna
next
step it
year
up.
could 100% be.
And well, yeah. So I think I'm thinking long game, right?
I think
right?
that's a great
We
answer.
needed 9 new players. You have to. Yeah,
Right.
You can't
And,
expect the next tournament.
We got younger, which is what we needed to do.
Absolutely.
Right? Like
Yeah.
we're getting up there in age, and yeah, we have the knowledge, but
We have to pass
we
it on to
can't
someone.
get faster than we were. You know, our speed
Yeah.
is slowing down. Our different. You know what I mean? So we need to get younger.
I feel like kind of the
that's
same thing for
KI.
our team, right?
Yeah.
Like it's similar.
Every team, I feel like this year.
Like you're not getting younger, so
Yeah.
the only way to get younger is to get younger players at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And you have to, for them to elevate, you have to give them time, and even if that means you might lose a game or two, every team has different goals and different measures. I'm sure Matt, we can talk after about fucking winning, but every team has different goals going into the season and so on and so forth. So I find like we're kind of in a similar place where it's like, yeah, we want to win, but like we've also been through so many seasons where it's like, yeah, just because you won this tournament means absolutely fucking nothing in the long run.
It's the win at the end that matters. Let's be honest.
So,
Brampton doesn't matter.
yeah, like even specifically for our team, like we're going into the tournament, you know, we want to stay in AA, so we figure, you know, let's stay in AA. We got to look at the schedule now and figure out what we need to do in order to achieve that.
Yeah.
If we knew we were playing the Piranhas in the second game, it's like, okay, well, Piranhas showing up with 19 guys. They just have a brand new team that they just merged with the Hounds. They're probably want blood. They don't want to lose shit. What are we gonna do? And we don't have our full roster. What are we gonna do? Start running everyone both ways, try to beat the Piranhas to what? Then play the crossover?
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense logically to even do that. So you have to have. I find, and I think this is where a lot of teams go wrong. They don't actually have goals set in mind of what they want to do. So for us, we're like, okay, well, we know we can lose that game, and we can still play the crossover as long as our legs are good.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways,
we made a point too for this tournament, like everyone's getting playing time, right? Like we're not
Good.
shortening the bench. Everyone's getting playing
Exactly.
time, and I think we have to approach it a little bit different until close to the end of the year, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like we need to get them experience. We need to give them their confidence,
I like that.
right? And I think I'm
Facts.
actually excited to help more like coaching and teaching these younger girls, right? Like teaching them the game that like I've loved. You know what I mean? So getting them up to speed, and you know that's exciting.
Not only are you guys vets, but it's also good that you guys have 2 literal coaches who have the
Yeah.
coaching experience on
Yep.
the team. So it's not like
Yep.
you're just players helping players. Like you have 2 actual coaches. Which
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
helpful.
So we have Alicia and Prime. Actually, we
Yeah.
just made Prime a captain.
That's amazing.
So we have those 2. We also have so Nevin is actually our coach.
Perfect.
So again, super experienced. Like Piranha's alumni.
Less yelling.
You know what I mean? No, Nevin doesn't even yell at all.
Nevin doesn't yell.
He's just sarcastic.
Yeah, very.
But
everybody has their way.
yeah, and then Keeney's actually going to help us out a bit too.
Amazing.
So he's been a little bit busy, but he's going to help us out. Like,
that's good.
and probably by the next tournament, he'll be helping us out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck. I can't remember what I was talking about. Players. 19. Yes. So I was gonna say. You nailed it on the head. It's hard to, when you get young players or new players to the team, when you're so stuck in the mindset of trying to win every time, it's hard to get them playing time. You're so focused on winning when it's like you don't realize it's hard to even find out who can do what if you don't even give them the chance to do it. And unfortunately, if you don't give that girl that third down in, give her the chance to make that play, how do you know if she could ever do that, right?
Yeah.
So it is important that you give them that time. And like, once again, I know it's similar, but that's one of the things where, like, even for us, it's like, it's nice to see other guys make plays and know that they can do that if called upon.
And even too, like, I think like Tash was on vacation, so she was in France, so it was good because like we didn't have her, so like you know what I mean. So that was like we needed to give other people that spot. And then even too, Shannon got hurt, so Shannon couldn't really play both ways, so we only stuck her really on defense. So that was also good to give people even more experience. Like I'm like, who can play swing? Like
and now it puts, but then it also forces you to now
you have to get comfortable.
Yeah, don't now you're not locked in. No,
and
throw it to who's open.
And I was injured, so I couldn't run.
Shit.
So everything is
I feel like you don't even run that much anymore.
I don't. I really don't. But it's also because I've also had like my ankle, foot, different things have been injured. But I don't care to run anymore. I'd rather just throw.
Yeah. Well, that's really good.
So Matt, quickly, what? How about you? I know, well, fuck, you guys won, but like, what's your thoughts on your tournament?
We had similar, I guess, goals to you, like how you went into our game.
Yeah.
Like, so before the tournament, it was okay. Seminoles, the first game was the most important game because we knew if we won that game, it doesn't really matter what happens next. We got to that AA crossover, and then that 4:00 game is the important one. We happened to win both games, so the next game was probably a little bit easier than it would have been. But yeah, we ended up having the extra players definitely helped. It really is strength in numbers. Right?
Yo, I looked at your guys' sideline. I was like, what the fuck is that? You guys, I was like, yo, these guys are fucked.
They really rolled 19
Holy
deep.
shit. I was like,
you were probably hating because you had how many people that weekend.
Exactly. You know what it is? I don't even think you guys understand. No, back in the day, I remember shaking hands and people would be like, "Oh my god, you guys have so many," and I'd just be laughing like, "Ah, blah, blah, blah." And like, now it's reversed. Now I'm like, "Holy shit, these guys got a fucking whole next lineup just waiting to kill us."
Yeah,
it's a good problem to have. I mean,
100%.
Because I mean, a lot of the problems that it looked like other teams had this tournament, especially, was they didn't have the bodies, right? Mm-hmm. And we went into this year like, okay, who's going to play? Not all the tournaments, but most of the tournaments. So I think we're going to have not the same numbers, but similar numbers every tournament.
Every tournament,
so,
we're going to have 19 guys.
It wasn't about, like, right now. It's we want to win nationals, right? So who's going to be there then? And so, yeah, it was good. And it was nice having the rotation. It was weird. It was funny on the sideline trying to figure out, like, we had a rotation going in, and at first it was a little, we couldn't grasp it, but it's nice. Like, obviously everybody wants to play every single down, and it's sometimes nice to play both ways, but having that, like, I'm sure everybody the next day on Monday felt great because we all had the
meanwhile Joe fucking struggling to get out of bed.
Yeah, what the fuck is this guy talking? I didn't feel great. I didn't play a fucking play. What's this guy talking about?
And did you play? Were you injured? Or?
Oh hell no, I didn't play.
I'm
retired Niche. Jazz. I was drunk.
Buddy, I was wasted.
Yeah. What are we talking about right now?
Saturday, I went up to Joe and I was like, I'm fucking drunk.
Yeah, I was like, alright. I brought my daughter the second day. I was like, alright, I'll just leave her Jazz in. Jazz was like, I'm fucking drunk.
I was like,
never mind, I got her. It's fine.
I saw your daughter so many times, but never with you.
Yeah, yo,
Joe's so fun.
Listen, yo, she's outside, yo. Don't worry about that, yo. Listen. She's good, yo. Everyone knows her, yo. I was like, yo, where? I can't even lie. I was like, yo. Where the fuck is Carissa? Where's Laura Lee? Like, yo, And it's funny because I was
retired.
I know, but I thought they were gonna come, and I was gonna call them to see because I talked to Karina because she tore Achilles.
Yeah, she did.
First of all,
Achilles?
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell?
surgery,
How you tear your Achilles?
No
You're supposed to be
way.
retired. Why are you playing? Anyways, that's another story.
Well, Karina wasn't
But-
playing though. Hasn't been playing.
I know. That's why I was like, how you tear your fucking Achilles? You don't even play. That's insane. Like, what are you doing? But anyways, the point is that I thought they were coming. Anyways, I was gonna call her. Wasn't there.
This guy called me.
Listen.
I said, yeah.
But
I'll
they always have
babysit.
their kids tournament that weekend. So even like before,
I
like
know that.
it was Steph and Carissa could like barely ever make it because they
I'm
were
a shit
running.
friend. I'm a shit friend. I didn't know that.
You don't
That's all
listen.
good. That's
That's
all
a
good.
fact.
I listen. I listen when it matters.
Anyways.
Anyways,
All right, and getting into it, I'm going to be listing off the champs. Of course, starting off with the women's. So, for double A champs, we have the one and only Rebels. Shout out to the Rebels. A champs, we have the Vixens. Shout out to the Vixens. Double B, I want to give a shout out to Blaze because they're a brand new team. They came in first tournament, won double B. That's big. And another brand new team that won B, which is Toronto HOD / Your Girl Can't Cover Me. Big shout out to them for winning B. I will say, they actually did mess up their rankings.
so yo,
They got
I need
the
to know what the drama
They
is
got
about
the
all
numbers.
that.
They got the numbers wrong.
Okay, can we start? Hold on.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the women's right now, right?
Let me list off the men's.
Can we list the men's after and talk about the men's?
Yeah.
So number one to start, yo, Don, yo, you stirred it up still.
This wasn't
because-
Don's fault.
I'm not putting nothing on Don. I'm just
Okay, I
saying
was
he
gonna
stirred.
say-
I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
he stirred it up because he posted the
Yeah.
standings.
The standings.
The standings from my tournament, and realistically, the standings don't really represent much.
No.
It doesn't really tell the full story. It gives you a summary of what teams did,
Yeah.
but it doesn't actually.
Not many people go and check the standings, right? So then it's not like
So
people won't really realize. But
So
because
maybe
people, yeah.
maybe it's more a factor on the men's side, but I know people were throwing off it because they seen the standings and then the rankings came out, and then apparently the rankings weren't the rankings, and I was like, okay, now you lost me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, there was.
I only look at the top four, like.
Yeah, there's a
Who's in
little
the
bit of
top five?
confusion.
The rankings are confusing as well because they have women teams that aren't existing today
Yes.
in the rankings.
Yes,
so
and that's what
generals
we were
are in
talking
there,
about that today.
saints in there. You know what I mean? Like
I
they don't
don't
exist
understand
anymore,
that.
so it's
Yeah.
confusing.
We were confused about that too because they're not unless they're randomly gonna pop up in a tournament.
You
or
wanna know
not.
what I don't
but-
The
understand?
Saints has turned into another team.
Exactly, and generals literally isn't a team
Done.
anymore.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, this might be a shot. Let's get the shot out. Have you ever seen a chart with asterisks, but there's not explanations for what the
Yeah, I don't
asterisks are for?
understand that
Like, yo,
either.
what's going on here? Am I the only person that doesn't get it? Like, what are we doing here?
You're supposed to have the asterisk at
Yeah.
the bottom to then explain.
explains what
like
the
what does that
The
mean?
fine print,
Yeah,
the fine
I'm
print.
very
Yes.
confused. I actually was
Okay.
looking at that too
Alright.
and was like,
I just want to make sure I'm not the only one tripping on like.
and because some have
what
one
is
and
this
some
mean?
have two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's-
What?
I think I'm more confused.
I see. I'm like, what does this mean? Like,
what
is
does that
this?
mean?
Please tell me the code.
that
I
is
just wanna
definitely
know.
not a
Yeah.
shot because people have asked me. I've asked Dawn because I'm like, hey Dawn, do you know?
Yeah,
what
I feel bad for
asterisks mean?
Dawn.
Dawn's like,
Yo,
I have
people
no
we
idea.
were like, why is guy pulling, you know? Like, I don't know
Someone
what
needs
to
to
say
call
now,
us.
and ask what the asterisks mean.
Like might
Nobody
get an
has
hour
45. Yeah,
explanation.
nobody has 45 minutes to talk to us about shit they don't give a fuck about. They just need a quick. We gotta get Russ to get out some
Nobody.
social media. Quick answer, just like
Just quick.
one done.
So, you know the 1
know?
minute thing where it's like
Yeah.
there's a timer? That's it.
Yeah.
Explain the
Oh
asterisk
my
in 1 minute.
God, that's it.
You
I
guys
gotta
should
go.
do that. You guys should do that at tournament. Do like a 1 minute question segment and ask people and
Yeah.
then give them a timer.
That's it. I like
That's
it.
actually a great idea.
yo,
Yeah,
done.
that's a great
You know what? We're gonna add that in the
That
next
was a
segment.
belt.
Don't worry. That's it. The next segment. Don't worry.
We gotta do the dominoes episode.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, playing
Oh,
a game of dominoes.
So we actually we've done that before, but like I had some messy questions, so it didn't
It
wasn't-
didn't make the cut.
You don't remember? No, we're talking about after. This
Oh,
Joe's private
Oh.
stash.
it was like
Oh.
remember it was
You're
what was it
blackmailing
called?
people like Diddy.
Cut. It was a
You're
stop.
fucked.
You're
fucked.
Bye. We gotta go.
Bye.
We gotta go. Honestly, yeah.
you just got compared to Diddy, that's crazy.
It's a hard thing still. It's a hard thing still. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know what just happened, but I'm confused. I'm dizzy. I don't know what's going on.
oh my god.
No, it was a start bench cut
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun. It was fun, but it's only fun if you get messy. If it's not messy, then it's just like, oh.
I think every once
political answer. I don't want to hear a political answer.
Every once in a while, to get a little, like, you know, just like.
You gotta go to the parking lot once people start drinking, and then you.
Oh my god! At the KI barbecues.
Jasmine's too drunk by then, so she can
That's
think that about nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
see, drunk Jasmine is that's the Jasmine that you need still. That's facts. But she is not gonna be taking that camera and doing nothing. She's gonna be
Camera's gonna be fucking like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like talking.
Okay.
But no, yeah, okay. Actually,
I was saying something and I don't even remember. Okay, so standings. So then they draw the rankings.
Yes.
Okay, so what the hell actually happened with the rankings? What was messed up?
No,
Do we know?
to my knowledge, there was only one team that got the their numbers wrong, the points wrong. It said 28 on the website, but it was supposed to be 38. So I'm not too sure.
No, that's it. I think
Yeah.
What team was it?
HOD.
I think it was HOD.
HOD.
Because they won B, so I think they were supposed to be
Yeah.
38 as opposed to 28 or whatever
Which is
it
a
was.
big difference.
So yeah, they moved up the
that's
rankings a decent
10
amount,
points.
right?
I'm glad that we recorded that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Fuck, man.
Anyways,
Yeah. So that was the women's. I just want to list off the champs for the men's. Just get that out of the way.
Okay.
Double A champs for the men's. Piranhas. Shout out to the Piranhas.
Fuck the Piranhas.
A champs. We have the Assassins. Shout out to the
Fuck the
Assassins. Double B. They have Young Guns. That's not a new
No,
team.
big up to the Young Guns.
That's not a new team.
No, that's not they're not a new team, but they only
No,
come to
they're
one
not.
tournament.
Yeah,
They only do one tournament a year, and that's it.
Look at that. They won.
So they won double B. That's actually fucking pretty good. That's pretty
That
good.
is.
they had a good tournament too.
For a team that only plays one tournament.
Their
and
points
they play
for?
at Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
They're not even nowhere near like I don't even know if that's Ontario. Like
Joe.
it's not even, like for me.
Like,
Joe, you sound like me right now.
No, but like real talk, it is Ontario, but it's like, yo, they're
It's
like in
literally
a whole nother
20
section.
It's
It's like not even
24-hour drive.
Like
yeah.
you might as well be in
far.
Manitoba at that point. Like so, the fact that they won double B is not bad. I thought the fucking Reapers were gonna win, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, and then so B champs we have Marco Machine. Shout out to the Machine.
Oh shit, my bad. I was on purpose.
Did you see what happened at the end of that game?
Wait.
They played the red team or something like that.
The Cobras, yeah.
I didn't
We'll
see
talk about it after,
Double
sorry.
C champs, we have the replacements. Shout out to them.
I think they play in the Niagara League actually.
Yeah, they do.
What's NF?
Yeah.
Niagara.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
Niagara
know.
Falls?
I'm not sure how often they play or not.
I think they're in the same league. The
Yo,
one Mud
time
Dogs
the fuck out, yo. Time out. Spin this back. Yeah.
Yo, you didn't see Amanda's fucking face.
Yo, I'm dead. That
Niagara
is
Falls.
amazing. Oh,
Just don't ask questions.
that was great.
Oh
That is
my
not getting cut
God.
out. Anyways,
I thought Joe won with the Thunder Bay comment.
no, you fucking
You came back
caught
quick.
me real fast.
Anywho, okay, what are we going back to?
Okay,
Go
so
back to Marco Machine,
no, let's
the game?
go. I want to talk about the women's tournament first, and we talk about the men's after, just because probably.
Just because
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
You're
fucking
not.
kidding. I'm just trolling. I don't care.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so there's a couple things I want to go over. First of all, there's shocking games. Any teams that may have disappointed or overperformed. What was your thoughts on it? I have thoughts, but I'm gonna ask
For
you
the
guys.
women's?
Yeah, for the women's. Do you guys have any thoughts on it? You might not have paid attention as much, but
I
As
kind
well.
of think like I'm not really super surprised where people landed. Like I think like obviously like Rebels is the team to beat,
Mhm.
right? And then I feel like after that, within like the top 8, like it could go like there's
Anyway.
like it could
Literally
There's
go
matchups.
anyway.
Like,
There's
100%.
matchups.
Mhm.
Like the games have been like closer, like only losing by a point, losing by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like like they're not that.
Well, look
You know
at
what I mean? Like,
the
it's-
Rockets game was what 1-1.
Yeah, and they went to
And then-
converts.
It was
Yeah.
1-1 went to converts,
Right.
and it was 2-1.
Yeah.
That was the final score. Like
Yeah.
it very very close.
Yeah.
Like 100% it can go anyway.
Yeah, that game was definitely the most disappointing game of the weekend for me. Still, 2-1 in converts. Like, come on, we gotta be scoring.
That's
They're
good
both good
defense game,
defenses,
though.
but they also
like,
have very
literally
good
defense
offenses.
scoring.
Yeah.
Like
What
Yeah.
what bothers me about the whole thing? I'm not even really trying to get at nobody. I just feel like you guys are practicing way too much now to like not have 2 plays that you can run that's gonna work. Like, what are we doing right now? We're not scoring touchdowns. Like, we're literally scoring 1 point, and we can't even kick 1 point to win. We're going to Converse to win a 2-1 game. That is insanity. It's just like, I just feel like I expect more. I just expect more from 2 teams that I believe are good, and like, yo, let's.
But then you can look at it like what we were saying, it's a defensive game.
Yeah.
Like both defenses were.
Women's football, I said that from the first episode. Women's football is by far a defensive game, but it's like at this point, I mean, and I'm not on a team, so I can't say, but like I'm just from when I was younger and I tackle, I guess, where it's like you run one play 70 times until you actually know that play. Period. So it's like in touch football, unless they're playing man and they just have that great of a defense, there's always something open. So it's like you should have at least one play where you know you could do something. That's all I just feel. Anyways, I don't want to get too integral into the game and teams and stuff, because I'm not trying to call anybody out. I just feel like, and there's so many studs around, it's like these girls can make plays.
That's fair.
Anyways, the games that I was looking at that from before that I said to look out for were those 2:45 games. I guess nothing really shocking happened. Really, all the teams expected to win won. I guess if you get to Sunday, that's when I guess the division was made. You guys lost to the Legends, who I thought, like, I only seen them play the Rebels, and I thought, holy shit, is this the same team? What did you think when you played them?
We have a lot of new players.
Okay.
Like, I think.
No, I'm not trying to hear that.
I think. Seriously, if we had stronger players, I don't think it would have been an issue. We have a lot of new players. A lot of people are learning. We haven't practiced. Right? Like, if somebody can't run an out properly, right? Like, like there was lots of things happening where it's like my team's just not at that level yet.
I'm more focused on the Legends. Did you see something different from the Legends?
Well, the Legends, they have their university quarterback, so that's a huge difference, right? So
she looked professional.
She's good. She's good.
I think overall they look really good. They're running very hard off the line.
Yeah.
They're running actual like hooks and stuff. They look like a real team. I only seen them when they played the Rebels, and that was an actual close game.
So I think they're going to be a lot better this year. Like, I do, compared to previous years, because and it's just going to be a different game, because when Olivia was throwing, she ran a lot, right? Yeah. So this girl can.
Oh, we got audio, baby.
We do now. Fuck.
All this machinery for nothing. All right, so
as you can hear, obviously we noticed that something wasn't plugged in, and it sounds better now. So we're good to go. Okay, don't just pretend that didn't happen.
anyways, I guess the point I was trying to make is I watched the Legends play the Rebels. It was a really tight game, and honestly, I think the Rebels were up. Legends came back and tied it. They got a turnover. Legends had the ball, and unfortunately, they had a deflection that turned into a pick, and then the Rebels just ran away with it. But the game was a lot closer than the score. And I remember watching the game thinking, holy shit, this doesn't look like the same team. So that's why I asked you that question. But I think watch out for the Legends. They're a problem.
Joe's the number one
what I seen.
Legends fan.
Yeah.
I've been Legends fan from day one. Episode 1. Did you see anything that, first of all, shout out to the Blaze. That's Craig's team, coach. He's coaching that team. He's obviously doing a good job.
Quarterback is Kalia, former Generals quarterback.
So they had their first tournament, and they won the Double B, which is good.
I like that the two new teams won the B and Double B.
Yeah.
Well, they're new, but not new. Like both teams are new, but
they have
so High on Demand. There's a bunch of like university girls and other girls that they pulled. So so there's some vets, but there's still a lot of new players.
Thank you that we got someone here that knows something.
And then
you know nothing.
Same with Blaze. Like some of the people, have played in the league, but there's a lot of like university girls. So it's like new. They're bringing in new players, which is exciting,
great. Which is
right. Like so, Blaze has a lot of like York University girls, and then High on Demand. I think they're like Waterloo girls and stuff that they have. So.
Yeah, they have girls from
Yeah.
Either way,
Which is really good.
it's good to see that they're winning, have a good time, and all that. The Pirates. Oh my God, Pirates! I thought you guys would do a lot better. I don't know what happened there, but I don't know. I don't know if they're missing people. Did you see them play? Do you guys play them? No.
No, I didn't see them at all.
No, but they are usually better than that. I'm actually disappointed. In
Pirates?
them. Yeah. So, shout out to the Rebels. I went on a whole rant to say why they might lose this tournament, and I think they just proved that like the gap between them and everyone else is just like
Still there. It's there.
It's just there's just a gap right now, and
when you have the model, when you take everyone's good players and a team folds, I mean, it's good to stay strong. Hey, I went and did it. I went and got my first national camp that way.
Yeah, that's how I got my nationals too.
Right.
Fuck.
Like a good team folds, they take their players.
Why not? Why the fuck not?
I don't even know what to say. Yo,
That's their model. You can't deny it. They're a strong team, but it's like they take the best of the best, right?
what I'm gonna say is that there's no one here for the Rebels to defend themselves. I don't know anything. I don't know as fact. They have
I've
recruited
never seen
players
Joe
that
play
are
the good guy.
but I'm already known as a Rebels hater. They made a whole video for that.
At Double Outs podcast.
So
I'm like,
I'm consciously not gonna be the hater. I am just gonna say there's no one here to defend them. We're gonna have to have a Rebels representative come and defend that after. But I mean, back to what we kind of talked. I don't know if it was on camera or not. Like we said, like, it is what it is. Like if those are the facts. Those are the facts.
Yeah, they're the best team. You have to beat them.
Simple.
it's that simple.
So and they have their style of recruiting or whatever. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. They did what they have to do.
Yep.
And the men's, it seems like there is teams that do the same thing. Like it's like everybody has their way of doing things. Is what I'll say. But they definitely, man.
They're the Rebels. They will continue to be the Rebels.
But I did pick the Wolfpack to win, and they went to the final. So, like, kind of right now, that's like winning. It's like if you're second to the Rebels, it's like you won. Right?
Basically,
like,
you were there.
Like,
you were
really,
there.
Everyone's just playing for second. So, like, if you get second, it's like you won.
See, that's the mentality that's got to change, though. You got to play to win. But I think teams are trying to win.
100%.
Right? Like,
are they trying to win? Are they actually trying to beat the Rebels? Do you think that?
yes.
I don't think so. I don't think people are like, they're not building their team to like. This might not be a good equivalent, but like in NFL, teams will literally build their team to beat a specific team, like division wise. Like these teams are in our division. No, we're building our team to beat these teams. Like I don't think guys are building a team to be like, all right, I need to get someone that could. I mean, there might not be anybody.
Cover shares double out.
Yeah, it's like there might not be anybody.
That will literally
but like,
never get old.
You know what I mean? Like we got to have a system to try to beat them. I don't know if that's the case. I feel like everyone's battling each other because it's so tight right now, and everyone's trying to think. Everyone is battling each other right now, and it's good. It's actually great. It's great. It's just I just feel like it's like the Rebels, and then everyone else is just like going at. Anyways.
Yeah.
Congrats to the Rebels. I'm not a hater. They're just doing Rebel things. After this weekend, I don't see them
Losing?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Yeah.
Matt?
No.
Yeah, no.
It'll be tough.
They look good in the finals.
If they lose, it'll be one for the books. Like it's obviously whoever is able to beat the Rebels, it's going to be like, oh, fuck. Like
Rockets had a good matchup. You guys had like good speed matchup and everything with them.
Yeah,
it was definitely
Wolfpack, so it doesn't matter.
It was
Wolfpack,
definitely a good game.
Rockets always have a tough time against Wolfpack as teams.
Specifically
Every
Wolfpack.
years. Yeah.
But
they match up really well against each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had questions about the Storm. You played them. How did the new quarterback look?
She's good. She's a lefty.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
Weird
hate-
lefty.
I
which is-
hate catching the ball from lefties.
Yeah.
It's just like, what's going on?
It's
the ball's,
weird, yeah.
The ball's just like spinning a different direction. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
yeah.
And they had ET centering, which is good.
I don't know who. No,
ET's
Been
fucking
on
vet.
the
She's
captain. She's been around
Okay.
forever. So
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
under her
Layton,
leadership,
okay, okay.
under her leadership, like I think the girl will do well.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
hopefully
good to
they'll
hear.
pull some more U of T players.
Yes, they should.
Yeah.
And they made it to the A finals. So congrats to them. I know GTA Rockets have been working their way up. They made it to the Double B semifinals, which in my opinion is an improvement for them. So congrats to GTA Rockets. I don't really know too much details on that, but
Jasmine?
Nope.
I
know nothing. Sorry. I barely know much about the Rockets.
Yeah. Did
All
anything
right.
we missed? Yeah, let's get to the men's.
Getting into the men's. As we know, Piranhas, AA champs. They had a lot to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Joe's top hater.
Braden looked like he was doing effortlessly.
Effortless.
The weather was absolutely trash on
Effortlessly.
Saturday, but he looked like he was playing like the weather was great.
He said on the podcast he was.
Yeah.
This is his response.
He looked like he was on the podcast while he was playing.
He
I can't
literally,
lie.
yeah. He was like,
yeah, being 70 yards. All right, cool.
Yeah.
70 yards.
That Medette kid, he was running.
He's a stud.
Yeah,
Like, it's
Is that the like
Joe
17 or something?
Yeah,
The
he's
young guy?
fast. Yeah, he's fast.
He's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I saw a few touchdowns from him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did things though.
Joe's such a fucking hater.
Nah, you guys looked all right still.
Just
you guys
say it.
looked
Just
all
say
right.
it, Joe.
What? Say what?
They look good. You guys
They look
good.
they look good, but like I just want to see. I'm not listen. This is a long season. Is all I say.
Oh, 100%.
So,
We had a very good tournament, obviously, but there's still teams that weren't 100%, right? You can't.
You have your full team. EBO gets their full team. Like,
Yeah.
we'll see.
It's gonna be different.
Listen,
Okay.
everyone's good. I would like to see EBO versus Piranhas personally. I
That
want
would
to
be
see
a
how
good
that
game.
works out because I feel like they have the guys that's gonna make it
100%.
difficult. I think their defense is like insane. So I think that they have the guys that can match up, and it'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
That would definitely be. Is that will that happen? Like, when would EBO, like, would it be a finals game only? It would never be like a
It all depends.
Based
how
off the
everything shapes
rankings
out.
now,
potentially maybe like
it could be a semis. I don't know how it works out, but it wouldn't be like we would cross over, I think, with Mud Dog's pool, and then you guys would cross over with EBO's pool, and then I forget how it goes. I
I
think
mean, it all depends on how everything plays out. But yeah,
Yeah.
if everything played out how it's supposed to be, I think you
we
guys
play
play
on.
the
We win
semis.
Sundays.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's interesting. I know EBO didn't have like. I think it's gonna be interesting, man. Like I don't know. Mud Dogs are number 1 right now. I mean, I don't think they look the greatest, but I mean it's first tournament, so
Yeah.
Who
EBO
knows?
didn't have all their guys. You didn't have all your guys, right?
no.
How many did you have? 10?
I don't know. I don't know how
I
much
think
you
there was
had.
like 9 or
9,
something
right?
on the Sunday. And Jamal wasn't supposed to play but played.
And didn't even have a quarterback. Well, you didn't have your starting
yeah, Marco
quarterback.
wasn't there. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
How
Like,
many did EBO have then?
They had 8 or 9. Yeah.
Fuck.
at the end of the day, it is what it is. When we go back and look at the scores a couple years from now, there's no notes on who the fuck was there. You took an L. Killer Instinct
You're not
lost to
wrong.
Piranhas 31-12.
Also, let's
That's
be
it.
honest.
And
Nobody's
that's
going back and looking at Brampton to be like, who won Brampton?
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody
100%.
cares. It's
Only
who won
cares nationals.
The only team that cares who won Brampton is the team that won Brampton.
100%.
Be real.
Yeah, 100%.
It's facts. But
Unless you're the
either
Rebels.
way, like, I mean, listen, I've been there. I've been there is all I'll say. So a couple things with the men's though. So last couple weeks ago before the tournament, I went on the Instagram. I was bored. I went to the Reapers Instagram page. Jasmine gets rat when I signed into the.
Because I'm always getting notifications like this person replied to your comment. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck did Joe?
So I was like,
comment?
yo, Reapers, double B champs. Like, yo, big up, yo. You get the top of tier 2, double B champs. Like that's good. You know what I mean? I think that was bad. I was like, all right, that's my prediction, And apparently they felt like
that was a shot.
Yeah, they thought that was a shot. I wasn't even taking a shot.
A lot of people think you take shots at them, Joe.
No,
It's just like your aura.
Yeah,
It
100%.
just kind of gives that,
I'm literally loading the clip right now. The shot is about to be taken right now. The shot's about to be taken right now. I went on a whole rant about how I was like, oh, well, the Bullets are going to have to play the Reapers. Whoever never seen this episode needs to go back because it's great. I said the Bullets and the Reapers are going to play each other, whatever the case is. And one of those teams is not making it to the A because both of them felt like they were going to the A. Anyways, Saturday happened. And Saturday was a rude awakening because, hold on, no, rewind. Jasmine, you seen that post that the Reapers made? Do you see the post that they made on it? I wish I had that because I'll play that right now.
I didn't save it either.
Somewhere above one of our heads right now, but yeah, they try to take shots back, saying like, what? Double B. Anyways, Saturday happened, and you know I went straight to my tournament. I went straight to my tournament. I didn't see what's popping down at Double B because I ain't over there.
So shut up.
Yo, Reapers took a hot L to the Ottawa Wolfpack, which leads me to my next point. Who the fuck is the Ottawa Wolfpack? They showed up and just started whipping people's asses.
I don't know.
What I heard? They were the younger Seminoles guys. They were old Seminoles players.
Okay.
The younger players. And then they kind of made their own team.
That's kind of cool.
That's what I heard.
That is cool.
Interesting.
I don't know if there was a conflict or whatever, but they ended up making their own team. So they're good. They'll start moving up. I think they'll be at the top of tier 2, bottom of tier 1.
Kind of like hounds and greyhounds.
Yo, sorry.
Yeah.
But the opposite.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, Matt has Ottawa Wolfpack at the bottom of tier 1 and top of tier 2, not going anywhere past that. Ottawa Wolfpack, his at is Matthew _V. Because I know you guys are
Finally,
active.
let's bring Matt into some shit.
You guys are active on the fucking
For starting at the bottom of tier 2 and getting up to the top of tier 2 and bottom of tier 1, that's good.
Do you know that they beat the Scarborough Bullets in the A preliminary 33-0?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Now, Scoop wasn't there. They didn't have players. Ray.
Ray.
No one cares.
No one knows that now.
33-0 is what's on my tournament. When I look back, 33-0.
Well, they definitely look good. But like the top 10 tier 1 teams are very good teams.
Facts.
They have to beat the Seminoles, and the Rhinos weren't there, but they're bottom of tier 1, right?
Glad that leads me to the top 10 of tier 1 because you had sorry, I didn't mean to point you out, but
Point them out.
I didn't have them there. You had the Giants ranked pretty low on the Double Outs power rankings.
Yeah.
Well, at least when we did our original thing, they stayed up.
They won their crossover, right?
They won their crossover, which was against the Kings, who we did predict they were going to do well.
Yes.
But they basically overachieved at that point.
100%.
Well, that's a matchup the Giants should win.
Yeah, correct.
But
even if you look at the standings, they should have won that game.
Yes.
So
yes.
Do they move up in the standings, or what do you think?
I would like to see who they play against next tournament. We did our own little new rankings next week, which we'll talk about, but they moved up. Giants moved up a little bit. Okay. They did better than what I did think. Their quarterback was good.
But did they do better because was that their only win?
I think I don't know what their rankings were.
So that's what you have to do. Like,
it's hard to judge. I want to see who they play in the next tournament. They're going to be in tier 1 again, right? So I want to see them play different teams.
It was a tight game, 23-19. I would like. Unfortunately, I looked over. I wasn't really paying attention to the game. I did see the quarterback. He looked like he had a big arm.
Yeah.
But like
he's a new quarterback.
It's very hard to just jump in and you got to know the game.
Is he a new quarterback?
Yeah.
No, I think he's played quarterback, just not touch football.
I was like, Joe, don't do that.
I was like,
no.
Honestly, I'm just trying to get involved in the conversation.
Get in there. But you remember we're like, yo, the quarterback or whatever, and then he fucking went on Instagram. He's like, yo, I'm the quarterback.
Oh yeah, he fucking messaged.
I was like, oh shit, oh shit.
My bad.
He's watching.
My bad.
But I did want to see the Hounds versus the Giants, and Hounds came up on top of that one. I think that was
Matt, take it.
Well, it was funny how that set up because they had the Hounds and the Giants in the one pool, and then our crossover happened to be with the Hounds. So it was just funny that they played each other, and then we had to play the Hounds. So it was.
So how do you feel about leaving the Hounds and then smashing them 33-0 the next time you seen them?
Disrespectful as fuck.
The last time you seen them, you said, bye, I'm leaving your team. And then the next time you see them, you put up 33-0. I just want to know how you guys feel about that. You felt good?
Every game's the same. We go into the same mentality.
Shut up.
I see Malcolm throwing, yo.
You see what?
I see Malcolm throwing.
At the end of the game, yeah. Well, I think we were trying to waive the game, and they wanted to take some reps. So we just
he said he wanted the reps anyways.
You did that to your old team. That's dirty, yo.
They wanted the more reps.
That's nasty work right there. That's why you said that's nasty.
Honestly, you guys are disrespectful.
Straight goods, yo. Straight goods. But I feel like the story of the tier 1 was, well, fuck. Actually, there's a couple of stories. Fuck. I don't know what's one of the bigger story. Was it the Mustangs going to AA or was it EBO falling?
That Mustangs
winning.
Good for them.
I didn't expect EBO to fall that much. I didn't expect them to do like overall very well because of the players that they had. I mean, obviously they had very good players, but
not enough.
Again, like it is strength in numbers. Like to play a full weekend with 8 players it's almost impossible for any team. You're gonna get tired, hurt, whatever.
Facts.
Even if you had your best 7 players, at the end of the day, you still only have 7-8 players.
True.
I wasn't expecting them to go that low though.
No,
like,
I mean,
do that.
Yeah, they lost the crossover, right, and then they lost in the quarters, but
they lost their second game too to the Trojans pretty handily.
Well, they had a tough time last year, even with the full roster against Trojans. I don't know what it is about the Trojans, but Trojans play them very well.
Trojans see EBO on his schedule. And then they look on the sideline, they're like,
yeah. You're fucked.
But no, Mustang. I think we talked about Mustangs in another episode, and they were winning almost every tournament last year, and it's about time that they made their way up to AA. And I think not that they will make it every single tournament, but
the rest of those guys,
you'll see. I think you'll see them in AA a couple more times at least.
I like that.
They're very good. I mean, they have some phenomenal players.
Yeah, they got studs, and you can't. You know what it is about them? You can't just like think that you're gonna walk over them. Like they're gonna show up. If you don't show up with your actual guys and you're not prepared to play, they're gonna fucking teach you something.
Oh, I think that was the tightest game that we had all weekend, and they had an opportunity to win.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were up for most of the game, but
I'm fucking with you. Go on.
But yeah, no, we were up for most of the game, if not all the game. But like, there was a point where I think they got the ball back and had a chance to go score, and they might have been tied or up, and we happened to keep the lead. But they were very good.
So I just looking at this now. So when I wrote like originally, I was like, all right, Giants, Hounds. I'm not sure who's better. We're gonna put them back to back, and now I just seen the Hounds just like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ. All right, that was on Saturday too. The weather was not that good. Trojans versus Mud Dogs. Damn, you seen that?
No, we were playing at the same time.
Well, like, did you see the score?
No, it was close.
42-28.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I don't know if any defenses played in that game. But Mud Dogs fucking threw it up on them.
Mud Dog is sneaky though.
They're sneaky.
Yeah,
they're sneaky.
Their offense is very good.
Sneaky as fucking team.
I mean, their defense is good, but like they have some very, very good offensive players.
No, it doesn't even make it's crazy. Their defense is sneaky as fuck.
Yeah. They're very disciplined defense.
Very aggressive, and they're aggressive.
I personally think just for our team, like last year with the Hounds, and then obviously this year, Braden seems to play very well against Mud Dogs.
He has that arm to extend them out, or it's like
it's hard to cover, right?
Yeah, they play. I feel like they play very good and tight in
Yes.
tight game, but if you stretch them all the way out,
fucking pause
on that. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, whoa, I can't even finish this. That's where they can kind of get exposed.
Yeah.
But offensively, they can score. The quarterback has a great arm, and they do what they do. So yeah. Anyways, standings came out. I thought it was funny because like when you look at the standings, you're like, what the fuck? I'm like, my team was all the way down at the fucking bottom, and I'm like, hold on. Yeah, we're 2-2, but we lost to the teams that went to the finals.
Yeah.
What are we talking about right now?
What's the next one? Belleville?
We beat the Assassins and the Seminoles who went to the A. So like, let's just calm down on these standings.
Well, that's just based off. If you go to the website, it's based off purely wins, right? And they give you the points for the wins, which really doesn't matter. But
before we go ahead. No, I was gonna say before we if we move on, Belleville's next tournament.
Belleville.
Joe, what's KI saying?
I don't know yet. Yo, KI, listen.
As long as you show up for nationals, that's all that matters.
Let me tell you guys something about KI. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been on KI for a long time. we've never been in the fun stage. It's never been the fun stage where you show up and it's fun. It's always been win. One thing we've learned over the years is that you could win every fucking tournament, and guess what? You don't get no respect unless you win nationals. So for us, we're on a thing where we want to elevate and be at our best when the season is at the most important
But
time.
you don't think going to the tournaments is like beneficial to the outcome of nationals?
Yes, that's why I'm there. But at the same time, we have an older team that has families and
that's
so
fair.
on, and we don't have fucking players that are literally just dedicated to football.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like as great as that is, like
So you're saying Joseph Dublin will not be showing up to Belleville?
I'll be there, or we'll have a team. I'm just saying. I don't,
You guys will have a team.
Yeah,
But you're not.
To be honest, we have a couple of guys that are literally having kids in the next couple of months.
That's crazy.
So there's shit going on.
Yeah.
Real life.
But
shit.
you guys will be there for sure, or maybe.
We're always gonna be there.
Okay.
We're always gonna be there.
I thought this was about to be the first tournament. KI is not there.
Let me tell you something about KI. Number one, we're named Killer Instinct. People call us KI. They made that name up. We don't call ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We didn't make the abbreviation. That's what people made up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure it's on your jersey.
That's crazy.
That's
actually crazy.
I mean, yeah.
That's a symbol.
No, man, you guys made that
it
up.
still
Stop
says
trying
KI.
to say
That's
other
the
people made
symbol.
up. It
No, we
says
chose
it on your jersey.
That's the
We
team.
chose the right.
KI.
Listen, all
I'm
I'm trying to
looking
say
at
is
your
there's
teams,
teams. You know what I mean?
George, stop talking now. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Yo, all right. I'm not gonna explain what I
Like
meant. Yo,
NF is Niagara Falls, KI is Killer Instincts.
I
There you
understand
go.
that, but I'm just saying, we're Killer Instinct. We call ourselves Killer Instinct.
You guys are Killer Instinct. You're not KI. You're Killer. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, that game was fire. Killer Instinct. You didn't play?
Yeah. What? You didn't notice that was the. See, that's the symbol.
Yeah.
That's the last symbol we put on there.
I think
Yeah.
she knows.
Yeah.
I'm just
I was like, I don't
saying,
know.
Killer Instinct. Yeah.
What game
What
was
is that?
fire?
Yo. I was literally just want to say, don't even talk to Jasmine right now. You know, no idea what the fuck we're talking
don't
about.
worry about
Classic.
it.
Don't talk to Jasmine anything that happened before 2005 because she has no fucking idea. That's it.
Definitely 2010.
I was gonna say 2010. You're giving
Yesterday.
too much credit.
Literally, probably this week.
Matter of fact, don't even ask Jasmine about anything to do with herself because she doesn't even know.
Okay.
Period. Jasmine, what team did you play on? No idea. Yo, she did the research. Yo, Jasmine, yo, that's what I think about this era. Yo, these kids are sick. They think Google can teach them everything. They can't teach you everything. You know.
I still get.
Yeah, try
I still
looking
get
up
fucking
ether.
cooked. I still get cooked for ether.
Yeah, look up an ether on Google.
For that. No,
So
that
this
game,
would have
Super
been the,
Nintendo,
like-
that shit was fun.
Yeah.
Was it Super Nintendo or was it N64? I think it's
Super
probably both.
Nintendo, probably both.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Fuck, what were we just talking about? I just got locked in.
No, just
KI
tournament,
going to
'cause-
Belleville.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
all.
Killer
That's making
Instinct.
Sure.
We're gonna have the
I just gotta make sure that KI.
We're gonna
was
have the
going.
KI episode because a lot of people, there's a lot of new people. I find it's like almost a new era of TFONT. Like, would you agree? It's like the new era.
Yeah.
Like, when
Especially
we-
on the women's side.
But
like a lot
it's
of
needed,
OIFA
but it is,
university
for sure.
girls coming in. Yeah.
So the problem is that these people don't actually know the history. So we gotta get an
Should
old
do
schooler.
every team, not every team, but like the vet
we can do
teams,
that.
like
Yeah.
get fucking powder.
No, we did piranhas. We're not doing that no more.
Powder,
shout out to Powder. He's a funny guy, but
no,
it's
but
just
then
like,
we'll get Nev. We can get Nevin on for the piranhas.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm just
Hold on.
Wait, what is that?
We gotta find a drop for something. You know, like get the fucking piranhas the fuck out of here. Straight fucking.
guy's
good,
such a
yo.
fucking
I
piranha.
can't even call them losers. Fuck, they're not even losers. Fuck you guys, yo. Honestly. Nah, we're not.
Top
doing that.
piranhas
I'm a
hater.
hater still.
Is right
I'm not a
here.
hater, yo. I don't.
You're a
like,
piranhas
but
hater.
It's just like, yo, they know, like, yo, the real one, like, no disrespect, but the real ones, they know, yo. It's deep. It's deep rooted issues. I love those guys, but it is what it is.
So we'll get KI vet. We'll get KI guys.
We need to-
like, we'll
so my
get-
point was that people don't know, like they know about the EBOs and stuff because like that's the new hype.
It's
and
new.
all that, but it's like they gotta know about.
I want to know. I don't even know. I don't even know
the
though.
originals.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know about the
Because
originals. Like I want to
social
know.
media wasn't what it was today. So it's like everyone's business is out there now.
facts,
People are
it's
like
facts, it's
bringing
facts.
camera crews and different things.
It's facts.
Like,
100%.
Because like a couple times I'm like, yo, I should just really go find out all the tournaments we won so I could actually really break
No
down
one
the
cares
facts,
about Brampton.
no one cares, but it's like, yo, you need to know. No, we did this. I don't, but that's my thing. That's why I laugh, because I'm like, yo, I've won Brampton probably like 3 times at least, and it's just like.
All right, for those that don't know, KI's won twice, okay? Double A, national champs. Joe wants you to know.
No, it's not a big deal, but it's just like they don't know. It's not just us. It's like they don't know, so it's important that they know that. So, no, we need to bring someone on. We got to talk about that and do all that shit.
Check the time. About it.
We're back.
All right, so that was obviously not everything about the tournament, but definitely a lot about the tournament. If there's things that you think we missed, obviously comment. We will be filming very soon again. So as you know, we have Amanda here, and as you can tell by her sweater, she also not only plays on the Vixens, but she plays on a new team called the Rivals. They are a flag 5v5 team, travel team.
Yep.
And there's a lot to unpack about a team that's so new and like just new. Like everyone's like on other teams in TFONT, whatever. But like one week we saw this team that they were put together, and next thing you know, they have like 1,300 followers on Instagram, and they're like fucking.
Well, so funny story. We're actually not new. We actually started in 2022.
Really?
Yeah,
but
it wasn't
was it like indoor? You guys played indoor together.
Established. Yeah, so it wasn't as established. Like our first tournament was like a York University tournament. Okay. And it was actually me and Christy actually started the team.
Okay.
So we were sort of like, wanting to get like more opportunities to play 5-on-5, and so we're like, let's look at some travel tournaments, and like it wasn't as serious though.
Yeah.
But like we're just like, okay, let's just put together people.
Was it always called Rivals?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But the funny thing is so Jared wasn't helping us for that tournament, but he actually came up with the name. So because like Vixens and Wolfpack had a big rival.
Oh my
right?
God,
Like,
that.
and because like I was offensive captain, Christy was defensive captain. Yeah. And so the big rivalry between the two teams, he was like, why don't you guys call yourself the Rivals? Like, because we were thinking of names, we were like throwing a bunch of different names around. And then there's also like other people that play on the team from different teams. But like, that's the whole point. It's like, we're all like rivals from different like TFONT teams. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's kind of actually how it started, was like this York University tournament. So we played that tournament, we won. Then the next tournament we went to was like in January 2023. We actually went to Montreal.
Okay.
So we went to
that was the gym court.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! I remember
snowstorm
that.
as well.
Fucked.
Okay. So we went during
that.
the snowstorm. We like lost our entire roster. People were like, "I'm not driving in a snowstorm." This, that, whatever. Mm-hmm. We were like asking everyone and their mother to go to this tournament with us because we just kept losing people. Yeah. It was like me, Christy, Keisha, Tina, and then like actually someone from Rockets.
Yes,
came.
I remember.
Yeah. And so we went and like we told like the tournament people, we're like, sorry guys, like we keep losing people, like we still want to come, but like we might need a body or two to help us here and there, and they're like, yeah, no worries, like we're just happy you guys are coming. So like we drove in a snowstorm to the tournament. We ended up losing in the finals, but it was like good experience because like we really got to see a lot more of like Quebec team. Yeah. And like they do like bunch formations, they do crosses, they do different things. So it was a good opportunity to see. And then we also actually, like, some of the girls that ended up helping us actually played on, like, the university, like, UQAM or whatever, UQAM. And then as well, we actually had some, like, Sub-Zero girls help us out.
Yes.
Like,
shit.
Fill in here and there.
Sub-Zero
like, just,
girls.
like, randomly. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's cool.
So, like, and they taught us a little bit more about the game. Like, they were telling us about, like, oh, like, there's this defense we do. It's this. And we're like, oh, okay. So we, like, really picked their brain. That's like cool. I picked the quarterback's brain a lot of like, hey, like what kind of stuff. Like I asked her to call some of my plays. They didn't end up playing with us for like the last final couple games, but they like some of the round robin stuff. Yeah. They kind of helped out here and there, which was cool. And then like Doc Sports, I think that entire year, 2023, like we went under Rivals. We won like every single game.
Yep.
And then we did Tampa.
That was
January 2024
this year. Yeah.
So like Tampa, we didn't do terrible, but we didn't like win. Okay. Like we had really close games against like some like so Sub-Zero. We actually should have beat them, but like lost because we gave up 2 safeties. Like, oh wow. Yeah. Like so we actually were beating them, and then like just little mistakes. Yeah. So like it is such a fast-paced game, and so like the littlest of errors, like you're done. Right? You could be winning, and like that actually happened to us. We were winning, 4 seconds left. and like somebody didn't drop back on D, and we lost.
That's
Like it is so fast paced. So I'm actually like liking it a lot more, the style, because it's just like boom, 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 score, fast, right? Yeah. So super exciting. Like we saw glimpses of like, oh, like we could be good, right? Like, so we didn't win, but like we saw glimpses. Yep. And then we're like, we want to play more. And so we actually we found like the Vegas tournament. So we went to Vegas.
Just stumbled upon it. Stumbled upon this Vegas tournament. Yeah. Oh, what do you know?
So we went to Vegas. So that was a ton of fun. And like really good competition. Like played like really strong teams. Played like team.
Did you guys have fun out there? Like, did you guys get outside? Did you guys get outside?
We got outside.
All right, that's all I need.
We had a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Say less.
Yeah. We can talk about the party part after.
No, definitely not camera. Not camera.
Yeah. Well, we have one of our players is on your dance crew. Your dance crew?
Tiana?
Dom?
No, Dom.
Oh, Dom. That's a Tiana? No,
Trust
Dom.
me, you know, listen.
We had fun.
Say less.
If Dom's on the team, you guys are good.
Yeah.
You guys are having a good time.
Yeah.
So, so we the first division we played in, I think there was like 14 teams. Mm-hmm. We ended up losing in the semis to a team we had beat earlier. Like we just, even though there's 14 teams, we ended up like crossing over based on points scored, all of that again, but like in overtime. And so they're like a really strong team, one of the top teams. Then when we played twice, so we played like another tournament that Saturday, which was bad idea. I think
in the desert.
Yeah, half the team I think had heat stroke. So we ended up losing.
Duh.
We ended up losing in the quarters, but I could tell like as soon as certain things were happening, because like half the girls weren't wearing hats, and there was no shade, there's no trees, like
literally just asking for heat stroke.
We were just outside, and so I could tell people were like just running the wrong things, or people you could tell people weren't you could tell people weren't their normal selves. Yeah. So like lost in the quarters, Amanda, whatever.
I went to Vegas with you, and when we went to Vegas,
we couldn't even make it out at night. We were
playing football. Fuck that! Just walking down the street was insane.
Right.
And I remember you saying that when you went. It was just like
fucking behind a car. Have you been behind a car and the exhaust is blowing on you? No, that's how the wind felt.
That's actually disgusting. Just hot air.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Playing football.
Yeah. And then the third day, so we've signed up for like a third division on the Sunday. So we ended up losing in the finals to a team again we had beaten earlier. Wow. So like all the teams. So we went that weekend. We went 9 wins, 3 losses. But the 3 teams we lost to, we had beaten them at some point. Shit. So they were like I said, like close games. Mm-hmm. Like so it was like we could do this, and we played strong teams. We actually played like. It was actually pretty cool. Like a lot of people were coming up to us and like, where are you guys from? Like, you're good. Like I had people on Team USA come up to me. And
wow.
Where are you guys from? Like you look really good.
That's amazing.
Your team looks good. Like, so I thought that was pretty cool that like people were coming in talking to us, asking about us. Where are we from?
That's rewarding for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
I noticed that, and I see on Instagram that I think there was a Vancouver team. Did you guys play them?
Yeah, we played the Vancouver team. Yeah,
I seen them. I seen something on Instagram. I was like, all right, that's fucking.
That
cool.
was pretty cool.
Seeing
like another Canadian team, which was nice.
Cool.
We went.
You guys were in Vancouver.
First year
right?
that we went to Kelowna, they had a women's tournament. So I think maybe I don't really know, but I would assume some of those girls were out there. But no, they definitely play flag, and they're
it's cool because they've. I think converted more to 5-on-5 style now because like there's somebody that used to play TFONT that's in Vancouver, and so like I know there's
Julie.
Julie. Yeah. So there's Julie. Because I messaged her. I was like, do you know anything about
remember
this?
Julie?
Like, I haven't played them yet in league. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should be on Lady KI, no? That same girl?
No, she played on Bobcats, I want to say.
Okay. It was Bobcats.
Right?
Yeah, because she played with
Yeah. And then I think she like came to like random tournaments like
Okay.
With probably still Bobcats, I'm going to say, but
anyways.
Yeah. So that was cool. We had a ton of fun. Mm-hmm. Like went and saw some DJs. Like it was good. It was a good time. And then
so I'm assuming the Vegas tournament beats Belleville.
Oh, 100%. You know what's actually pretty sad too?
Yeah.
Is like so opportunities to play within Canada. So like the nationals that's coming up, right? For like Team Canada, Team Ontario, all that stuff, right?
We're talking about flag?
5-on-5. It costs us more money if we want to go to Vancouver than to go to somewhere in the States and play.
That's
like,
stupid.
so would you want to go to Vegas or do you want to go to...
It's a no-brainer.
Right?
I agree.
So that's like, like I just wish like there was more opportunities. Like it just kind of feels like a money grab at times, unfortunately. But
I agree. I would definitely...
And it's more competitive in the States.
Just bring me to Vegas. I don't care. The tournament's in Vegas.
Guy
Like
fucking loves Vegas.
I don't give a fuck. I'd rather go to Vegas than anywhere we're doing in Toronto. I'll tell you that for now. It's not even in Toronto, so at that point.
Yeah. So and then after Vegas, we actually went to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So
was that planned?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, sorry. There's
drove there.
not it was like literally back to back. Was it that
was
one or was it
2 weeks, a week apart or 2 weeks apart? I can't remember.
There was one that felt like it was like.
So we actually, the cool thing about our team is like we have a pool of players, right? That we can like, so if I can't make something, like Isla can go or whoever, right? Or like we have a pool of players we can work with.
Yeah.
Or if our players can't go, like we can easily reach out to like TFONT players say, hey, come out.
I had a question about that.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, it seems like there's obviously a couple teams that are forming. Because like before, it just felt like people were gathering together and then they'd play a tournament or whatever. But now it's like, all right, no.
People are taking it more serious.
Now it's like lock in. This is a real team. That's why I gave you guys credit because like I felt like you guys were the first team that said, you know what, we're an actual team.
Made it official. Instagram.
Exactly. Instagram makes everything official. You know,
100%.
that's how this goes. So I know that, and no pun intended, you obviously have rivals in around or whatever. But like, I always wondered, is it more beneficial? Like, and I don't really know the deal, but I guess from my mind, I always think like if you guys work together, would it not be more beneficial in that sense where it's like, you know, and I'm only using this team as an example because it's obvious. Fuck, I don't remember the name.
Sweet Heat?
Fusion? Sweet Heat. Sorry. Sweet Heat.
/ Fusion. I don't know what they're called anymore.
Yeah, either do I. Would it be beneficial if you guys more work together in the sense of, you know, if you're not going to one tournament, maybe we could call players from your team and vice versa? Opposed to like, and I don't know this to be a fact, but it feels like there's.
So that's
like
what we're trying to do, to be honest.
Okay.
That I think is gonna actually happen. So I think they're gonna pull some of our players for nationals because we couldn't field a team, right?
Okay.
So they are gonna field like some of my players are probably gonna go down with them, but it's like that's what we're trying to do. But it feels like there's some people who are trying to prevent that or be like, it's my team, it's your team. It's like, listen, like we all are from like the GTA, like
just work together.
If we're going to like Vegas and we're short a body, like who cares if you play on this team for Tampa, Nationals, Worlds, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay. So for us, it's not a big deal. But you know,
I just wanted to get an idea. Like, I don't know if the lines are open or whatever. I'm sure
it is.
And that's
it is in my books for sure.
Okay.
But I think there are some people who are like, no, it's not okay, and it's like, seriously, like, you know what I mean? It's a turn, and it's funny because in the States, if you watch the girls, they all, because again, there's so many different like divisions, like. Sometimes it's 4 down, sometimes it's 3 down, sometimes you can pitch. And so there's like so many different divisions, but they all have like top, like let's call it your AA. It's not called AA, but top level, like Olympic or this, whatever. Anyways.
Thanks for explaining that because when I try to go follow you guys, I see 50 divisions. I'm like.
Yeah. So we always pick the top divisions that we go into.
Okay.
And so.
So Olympic means.
No, but there's no, because it's all in different.
Or is it Olympic rules? Like I didn't know what that meant.
So depending on the style, it's called different things. So some of it's called like pro is the top. Some of it's Olympic is the top. It's all different. It's all depending on what style it is. Right?
Okay.
But in the States, what's cool is like you see different combos of teams happening, right? And you see like people mixing different teams and playing with different players, like depending on the division. So it's like, it's not so like this is our team. You know what I mean?
Sense because like I follow a couple like girls that just random.
And you'll see like 3 different jerseys. And
like,
that's because they are on
they
like
seem like they're
3
friends,
different
but then
teams.
are they on the same team? I'm like, I don't even know.
No,
like,
and that's what it is, right? So like I even made a connection with like one of the players in the US and stuff like that, and to get more information, right? Like, hey, like how does this work? What's the competitive like tournaments? And it was like, oh, like it's actually more competitive in the South typically, and like Cali and this and that, like in, you know what I mean, the warmer places, because it's like
that makes
more
sense.
developed. And it was interesting because she was like telling me like in the North, like it's not as developed. So like there might not be
play as probably
as much, but you still think like people in America like live and breathe football, but it's crazy that like there's not even a league. So like I think she was telling me that they were playing like in a men's division. They got a bunch of
Holy
women
shit.
together and had to play in a men's division because there wasn't a women's division.
Huh.
So
That's
like
wild.
it's just interesting that
Wow.
it's just much more popular in certain pockets of the state. So anyway, so that was interesting. And then we played in Detroit. Super exciting. We won that. So that's associated with like NFL. So we played in USA Flag and then NFL. So the Detroit tournament we actually won. So super exciting because we won that tournament. We qualified actually for the Pro Bowl. So my team is actually going to go to the Pro Bowl in February of
Which is
2025.
fire.
Yeah. So that's
Is that this one?
yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. And so again, so like I said, we have a pool of players we use, and like a lot of girls couldn't go. It was like I think it was back to back actually with Vegas.
That's what I mean.
think
It literally
was.
felt like you guys
So
were there,
we
and
pulled
then you
actually
were
a
just
bunch
like,
of the legend girls.
yeah.
Like, or the
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
legend
it's
girls,
fine.
but they're
Yeah, the
what are they
Western
Western girls, right? So like you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Like
I was
it's
like, 1
not-
minute you guys were here, and then like,
right.
It was
So
very
it's
soon you
not
guys were.
so like, oh, this is our only players we can go with, right? Like,
Nice.
It's a travel tournament team. It's competitive. We want to go down with the best players every time. You know what
Does
I mean?
that mean everyone that was on the Detroit team's cut for the Pro Bowl?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just
fuck you
saying
guys,
though, like
whatever.
it's you know what I mean.
No, I
Like,
get it. It's
yeah,
open.
yeah.
It's open. It's not
open.
like
It's open.
it's
Yeah.
These 12
Like-
people on the team. That's it.
Right. Like we're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like that. Like it's
That's sick. I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think it's gonna help, and I think I just want to like for me, it's like there's for us. I sorry, not for me, but I feel like there's a bigger picture, and it's like there's no point of trying to battle each other when like listen, like
Can
so
all get
many
there.
Fucking teams out there.
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah.
And realistically, like the roster is so small.
Yeah.
So when you have a bunch of teams going, like, you know, people are going down with 10, 12 players, like there's more than 12 really good players.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
facts,
it's kind of like, okay, like
No, it's good.
you know
that-
what I mean?
yeah.
So like there's opportunity for like lots of
Sick.
strong teams to go down, and there's opportunity to also play with each other when not everyone can go to every tournament, right?
Jasmine, hit her. You have a question?
No,
What is your thoughts on like the Olympics? Obviously,
I did have a question.
that's fine. I
Yeah.
got you.
What are your thoughts on the Olympics?
On the Olympics. Honestly,
Like, is that the goal? Like for your team? Like, is that?
I
like,
think it's
anything?
super exciting. Like I think it's creating a lot more hype and more interest.
Way more.
Right? In women's football, which is exciting. I think like I'm gonna be realistic. Like I'm getting up there in age. I'm in a good position because I'm a quarterback.
Yeah.
But realistically, I think it's gonna be the younger girls, if anything. Also, we need to get to a point where we're outbeating the Quebec program. And we're not there yet.
Quebec program.
No,
is-
seriously.
No, I know,
Like the
it's-
fact there's not
That's the
even
realest
there's
thing I
not
heard
even a
today.
senior women's team this year, which is very disappointing.
Who runs
and-
that?
Team Ontario, I don't
Okay.
know, but I'm just saying, like, in order for us to even think about that at this point, we need to do better than the Quebec teams, and we're not at this point, and we're not kind of having an infrastructure that's helping. I do think things are going to evolve, though. I think it'll probably be like the States in the future, where they are doing like a tryout, and it's probably like a closed tryout.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it'll evolve. I don't think it'll be
Funding.
like community teams anymore, and you can try to win back way. I don't think any of that's going to happen. But it is exciting. It's exciting times for football. I think we're going to get a lot more interest. I think that
Way
means
more.
TFONT is going to grow on the women's side. I hope.
I would hope.
Right?
I would
Because
really
I would
hope.
that more people want to like, oh, I need to get extra reps. I want to play.
They may, I guess, the extra reps, yeah. But I guess a lot of the girls want to have the rules. They want to play with the
Right,
respective
and
rules. So
I
there's
think-
leagues starting
Yes.
that I think are going to be a
Yes,
little more.
I think there's lots of like opportunity to continue to grow. Like, here's the thing. So, big ups to like Alicia and Tiff for they're starting alpha level
Alpha,
football. I don't know
yeah.
if you guys have talked about it or not on the podcast, but it's a 5-on-5 league. So they're running like a women's, co-ed, and men's division.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just knew
Yeah.
about the co-ed because of our team.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I don't know if all of the divisions are going to happen this year or whatever, but it's like here's an opportunity, but like you think there'd be more interest. So it's like
it's tough.
It's tough, right? Like so. I
Well,
think,
they're running out of Mississauga, so it's like
I think that is problem
Mississauga
number
is one of the hardest areas to get to if you
Really?
don't live in Mississauga.
Yes.
No one from the east can get
It's
to
going
Mississauga,
to
for the
Mississauga.
times that they're
It's
playing
traffic
at.
just gotten so bad now. That,
Yeah.
Because
It's
like,
actually not
now,
even
it was
a
always
joke.
like that.
It's like
well,
insane.
at one point though, because like I used to run the Mississauga Women's Flag League. I mean, it's died out now.
Yeah.
Whatever, but like back in my like mid 20s, I ran it, and we had like 12, 13 teams.
No,
Well,
that
I was
league
gonna say, I
was
was-
the
That league
biggest-
was
that league
fire
was
before, but it,
I was
like,
jumping
kinda,
right
like
there.
there's obviously been some changes of like I think you may be right. Like maybe traffic's so bad now, it's just not worth it for people to go, right? Or
I drove out there for a few years for Mississauga League.
Us.
Yeah.
When we went out there one year, and I remember I would leave from like after work at like 5 o'clock to start making a 7 o'clock game, and you
so maybe
like
that's what it
literally
is.
get there on time.
Yeah,
like, it's impossible. Like you have to leave
Yeah,
at 4
Mississauga's
o'clock
weird.
or like
So
But
maybe that's what it is. Area,
But
stuff.
it's great that they're starting this league because nobody else is. Like
Right.
no one else is doing
Well, that's
it.
what I
Like
mean,
at least
right?
like this, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was TFFL, right? But it wasn't that competitive, right?
No.
Like it wasn't as you know what I mean.
But also it was just like the women's. But this one is men's, women's, co-ed. Like this one is a lot.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah.
a
So
lot
I
more
hope that there's
potential.
like more opportunities. I think it's exciting. It's good to see like the younger girls coming up as well. But
Yeah.
I agree with you 100% that it's frustrating that they like that's what we need right now is a 5-on-5 league.
Yes.
It's frustrating that people are not
TFONT
buying
is
in.
fun.
Like, even like the TFFL, like I would like to see that continue. Unfortunately, whatever. I don't know what happens with that.
Yeah.
But you need that to start to try to get it going. My question is kind of what Jasmine, she kind of said something, but made me think about this, but what do you think about like, do you think TFONT would like move to 5-on-5? Or?
I don't.
with Russ running it, no. I think he's so set in his
Well,
ways of. Although you know what
He
they started, they
the
did the
youth,
kids,
right? I don't know how that
But
went.
again, was that stemming from like Alicia or somebody who's helping out with like the women's to be like, hey, you need to start doing this. If he's smart, he will add at least a section or do something,
Big if.
right? But like, yeah,
Would you guys do both?
I would.
Yeah.
I would do both, or like. Do you have TFONT?
Yeah,
half
so
and
that
half
means,
flag?
so then
Like,
Because you could choose the tournaments,
right?
right?
Like,
Choose, yeah.
I don't know.
What would
or
be nice
something.
is like Ottawa. You know your TFONT team's probably not going there. All right, let's
Yeah.
see what girls we can get.
But you know, a
together
lot of
and-
Montreal teams or Quebec teams would probably go to Ottawa.
which would be amazing because they're
phenomenal.
stronger,
Exactly.
right, typically. And so I want to play more competitive teams.
Yeah.
Personally,
It would probably be
That
better to do
actually
5v5
leads me
in
to the next
Ottawa.
question. Would you guys consider going to like the Quebec tournaments?
If it
we
was
looked at some of them, but we just couldn't. Like we didn't have bodies. But like
Okay.
we're looking, like literally, I've been looking at like tournaments all within like the region and vicinity. So I've looked at like there was an Ottawa tournament, there was like some Quebec tournaments I looked at.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I've been looking all around. It's just like which ones are going to be priority, right?
Yeah.
Of like which ones we want to go to the most. But yeah, no, I've literally been looking.
That is
everywhere.
Good. So, what would you say is the goal for Rivals? Like, is there a goal? Like, is it like obviously Olympics? That's like the ultimate, like whatever. But like, is there anything specific that you're aiming for? Is it just having fun with the team, traveling, and like?
I think it's like, well, again, like I love to play like competitive
Yeah.
football. So like I think like winning a world, right? Like winning
Yes.
like
Oh,
top
fuck.
level of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
world in Tampa
Yeah.
would be a goal of ours
forgot
for
about
that.
sure,
That'd be sick.
right?
That's a
that'd be
big
sick.
goal.
I think like future goals would like if again I don't know how it's gonna evolve in Canada, right? But if there's opportunities to go to like other national tournaments or something like that, but I think just being like a top elite
Yeah.
high level team, going
That'd
and
be
winning
sick.
some football, also putting the two passions of football and traveling, going and having some fun, right? Like while we're out there.
I love
Yeah.
it. Have you guys looked into any type of sponsorship or anything like that?
Yeah, so we actually are. We're looking for sponsors. We have actually a whole package. Like
Yeah?
so yeah. We have like a package and everything. So if people reach out, there's different like price points. There's different
Amazing.
like things that we'll do. So
I'm glad you guys have already gone that far to like create the packages.
Yeah. No, like we're on top of our shit. Like we have stuff in the works. But
Sick.
yeah, we are looking for sponsors. So if anyone wants to sponsor us,
Fire it up!
yeah.
This would be a fucking great team
Yeah.
to sponsor.
So, well, and do you guys have a sponsor? I heard that you guys have a sponsor. I
Don't
heard he might be a good.
don't
he
worry
might be a
about
good
Big
contact.
Bud. Don't
He
worry
might be a
about
good
what Big Bud's
contact.
doing over here.
So I'm gonna lie, just
All
know
right,
if you
all right,
want to sponsor us.
You want to talk to? Oh, yo, you want
Andre.
Hold on. You need insurance?
What?
You need insurance?
They don't need shirts. They got
No
their shit.
insurance.
Oh,
You need
insurance.
I don't trust anyone's insurance. Is it a scam? Is it all a scam?
I mean, yo, you don't want
you
the
want our
sponsorship.
sponsor?
You don't want a sponsorship.
What?
That's it. Listen, insurance is not a scam. And if you need
Especially
some,
not
please
at McCalmont Financial.
Yes, please contact Andre
Oh,
McCalmont.
that okay? Yes.
He
No, I thought you were
will
talking about TFONT
gladly-
insurance. I thought
No,
TFONT
no,
insurance
oh,
was a scam.
TFONT insurance. I don't know about those.
Yeah, we might have to bring Andre on to break it down because it's not making sense to me.
No. The TFONT insurance.
Yeah.
That don't make no damn sense. I'll tell you that.
Actually, maybe Andre knows about that. He might be. Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we
should ask
like
him about
insurance
that.
people.
No, to be 100% honest, I actually messed up. Andre, actually, we're gonna do a like raffle type of thing for some Leafs tickets.
Tickets.
And he was gonna donate to that to like one of the flag players to go to nationals or something. But we fucked up. Like, yeah, we're not.
But no, but Andre's on top of the shit.
A
like,
guy.
yeah,
I'm supposed to meet up with later this week, so hopefully something comes.
Put in a good word.
I'll put in the word. That's all.
yeah.
That's all. He's gonna see this anyways.
100%. Andre's
and we
a real
just did a
one.
little commercial for him in the middle of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's lit right now. He's lit.
No, Andre's a great guy, man.
So
But
the Pro Bowl. Let's talk about that quick. Do you know where it is?
I think it's in Florida.
Okay.
I want to say. I don't know for sure.
So when
I
you
don't
say
know.
you guys, so what is it? You were are they like? Is it a free
it's
ride?
like,
Is it like?
Yeah, so like they have these regional tournaments, right? And so if you win a regional tournament, then your team gets to go to the Pro Bowl
For free.
They
Like
give
the
you
fee or whatever.
Yeah, they give you like I think they give us $2,000
Oh wow,
to
that's
put
lit.
towards our
that's
And,
good.
Like
Yeah.
for the media company that you're associated with, they come along too. Is that how that works?
Our phones, yeah.
The Double L's podcast. You know, we're trying to be at the Pro Bowl too. Shit, we
said
can't get some like get us a media pass. Something. Fuck. No, that's sick.
I
Good
mean,
for you
that's
guys.
you- No, I shouldn't say this.
Please don't. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions. If you got anything.
No, but I actually did want to ask you about your were your shirt or your sweaters here? Were they like custom made or were they?
Yeah. Actually, so Alana on my team. So this isn't Alana Garner. This is Alana. I'm gonna say
is Atlanta
A.
Garner on your team?
Yeah.
This is the tea we need. This is the tea that we need.
Yeah. So Alana on Wolfpack. So she plays usually like safety or corner. So she actually plays on the Rivals team. So she actually has her own company. So she did our jerseys as well as the sweater she did. And I'll tell you actually what her company name is. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names, but
I know it's CC.
Double L just
yeah.
came out with some.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Some
creative
t-shirts with Black
custom plug. So
Creative
if
custom
people need
plug.
jerseys, shirts, and stuff like that. So she has her own company.
Very good
so.
quality. I was
Yeah.
looking at off camera. We were looking at it and talking about it. Very
The
high
sweater
quality.
looks legit.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Looks
shout
really
out to
good.
Atlanta.
And then and then we have our social
Yes.
media page as well. So
Yeah.
You guys just shit on everybody. I love it.
It's
I love
actually
this
great.
stuff. I love that shit.
It's
I don't
actually
give
great.
a
We send
fuck,
them back
yo.
and forth like your rivals are fucking on it.
Straight.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's
Let me just
actually
add
great.
some, let me add some music to this
Yeah,
joint. Right
it's
now.
actually
Let me get the right song on this.
yeah, so our page is actually it's run actually by Keisha on the Wolfpack.
Shout out Keisha. You're doing a great
shout out.
job.
She's low
Great
key
fucking
savage.
job.
She is so quiet, but like savage.
I can tell she's savage by the way she plays, yo. She got attitude still. I can tell.
Yeah. So no, she does a great job at running the page. Like the content's amazing. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's good.
but like, so she runs like the actual like media and stuff. But if like someone actually like messages about like inquiries and stuff, like it'll go to a captain or it'll go to a coach.
Yeah,
Like,
she's just there for the content.
yeah, she's there for the
She's
content,
the content.
and all that. So yeah, no. Anyways, our
content.
page too, like we're getting lots of views.
Do you guys
which is
have
nice.
a videographer? Or is it?
No, it's us.
It's just your phone. It's
our phones.
That's
yeah.
incredible. No, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. Like it's our phone. Like people on the sidelines who are
Listen.
like
That's
off
good.
or like, okay, let's like.
Anybody
I love
that
it.
follows Instagram knows that the Wolfpack gets active still.
They get
On
active.
the socials, they're active. They don't play around with that stuff. So I have to assume that the Wolfpack is involved in some of the shit that you guys
Yeah,
do.
no, so it's like our phones, and then even too, like in Vegas, like Jared pulled out his like nice camera and was like taking pictures of
That's
us and
dope.
stuff.
That's
so
how it. That's how it.
Yeah.
That's good.
crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Pause it. I'll pick it up. So yeah, that was that's it for the rivals. They have a lot going on. Quickly, we can just give a quick shout out to Jared and Ramon for being the captains of the rivals. They're
coaches.
captains. Oh yeah, this is the end of the episode.
no, that's fine. We're good.
This is the end of the episode. You can tell, but yeah, no, they rivals as a whole, they're absolutely killing it.
But you always have to big up the coaches because they're always doing
Yeah.
this.
Coaches are there for a
voluntary.
reason.
They're,
Yeah.
they're taking their time. I know coaches don't get enough credit. I feel like.
Yeah, no,
That's
and
a
they're
fact.
both like fantastic coaches, and like they actually do. So funny enough, like we have all this footage and making reels and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
They actually do like game tape review with us, and like we're
I like
breaking
that.
down plays. We're like like you know,
That's
so it's
lit.
like and
That's
especially
lit.
'cause,
Actual
like,
coaches.
Jared's actually in Windsor, so like we can't really like we practice, but like he can't always be there. So like he's like virtual call. Like we're gonna review some stuff. So like honestly, it's helped a lot.
That's amazing.
Joel's been dedicated. So.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's
super
good.
dedicated, really smart.
Super nice guy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. Huge thank you to Amanda from trekking all the way down here to come film with us. Talking about
having me.
Not a problem at all, anytime. Quickly, I didn't do this at the beginning of the episode, but I wanted to give a big shout out to our sponsor, McAlmont Financial, for sponsoring this video. Like I say every episode, past videos, future videos. Huge thank you for sponsoring something like this podcast, like something random, but it's amazing. If you need any insurance, life insurance, small business, any type of insurance, hit up Andre at McAlmont Financial.
Double L's Podcast.